So the Black Ops 7 beta finally opened up for zombies today. Well, by the time you're watching this, yesterday, and everybody is having a shitty time. Let's talk about why. All right, so just a quick disclaimer. I have not pre-ordered the game just yet. And actually, I was planning on pre-ordering it earlier this morning and then just letting it download and then stream it today. But, well, today when you're watching this. But after watching all of that, I was like, why should I prioritize my time when I could spend more time creating this video for you guys to tell you guys, don't buy this horrible, boring game. Don't pre-order it yet. People are not having fun with it. As I said yesterday, and it's time to get into it. As I said yesterday in my video, like, they need to start taking risks with these video games that they're making with zombies. They are focusing more on multiplayer. You would not have believed the amount of people who were more excited about zombies than multiplayer, and it's completely flipped. The zombies players are not having a good time. And in today's video, I want to just go over some of the comments and chats that I've seen and some of the reactions, because people are legitimately feeling like this is another one of those Milo Vanguard face years. So let's just get it right, and let's just talk about the very first one. So this guy says, I pre-ordered to try zombies and refund it. It honestly feels like Black Ops 6 with not enough changes to warrant a new game. I talked about that before, right? We've been saying that for like the last 3 or 4 months, that this is, I mean, they have even said it's the same game. They created them at the same time, and then they just added what works better in Black Ops 7 Zombies because they had an extra year to develop it. It's nothing new. So you just gave them a free loan, which you could have done anything with that money. Anything. And I'm not going off on you, Doggaz, or anything like that. But I'm just saying, for everybody, it is actually the same exact game. When you watch the gameplay, it feels boring to watch. It legitimately looks like it feels boring to watch. Whenever I watched it at COD Next, I said, wow, this is boring. Yeah, it looks new. There's newness all over because there's new digital pixels on your screen. But just because there's new digital pixels on your screen doesn't mean that the way it feels and the way it plays is anything different. The guns feel like shit in this game. You want to know why? Because they felt like shit in Black Ops 6 Zombies as well. And it's like the reason why you feel like they feel different than they did in Black Ops 6 Zombies is because you've gone through the entire cycle, the entire COD cycle, right? Now, the entire COD cycle is start off weak at the beginning of the game. You get a few more things. You understand how to play a little bit better. You understand different tactics. And it's the same thing here, but now you just start off with less resources and the survival mode. But the weapons, and this is the only reason why I've actually thought about just going ahead and pre-ordering it now so I can actually go in and do what I do best. Test the actual damage on these weapons and what was actually happening. So that way I can figure out for you guys the differences in these. So that way I can say, hey, well, in Black Ops 6 Zombies at this point, and you know, at the earlier stage, like our weapons are doing the same amount of damage, or the HP of the enemies are, you know, are this much different, or whatever the case is. But yes, you cannot tell the difference between a Pack 3 and a Pack 2 gun in round 34. That's a problem. It's not fun. I talked about this in my video yesterday. I said specifically, if only they would just make each upgrade cost more, but also push out the effectiveness of the damage ×4, then we would actually feel better. And you would actually feel a difference in the upgrades. It might be a strain, right? Around 34, Pack 2 might feel, and by the way, legendary as well. Pack 2 might feel like, okay, this is a bit stressful. But as soon as you finally get enough money to get that Pack 3, bam, you take this huge jump. And it's going to be a while before you start to feel weak again. This is MrDalekJD playing with the Raygun at round 33, struggling this much to get a bunch of kills with the freaking Raygun. I said it yesterday. I said it many times before. Stop assuming just because it looks new that it is better or more fun. It's not. It's like the mechanics are the same. You think they really want to go through and do a full balance overhaul on the same exact, like basically game? No, why would they go through and do a full? They changed and they said that they changed a few of the things, like made less elites at higher rounds. What's considered less elites at higher rounds? Is that only in standard mode? Because it's definitely not survival mode. Because why is Milo around 34 with like 3 or 4 different bears? And I've got the numbers. I've got the numbers of the amount of pre-patch elites that were on Black Ops 6. Let's look at it. Let's look for pre-patch bears. Enemies. I want to look for enemies. Elites. Running total number of elites. All right, let's see. 1, 2, and round 2. Or no, 1 at 31. So round 34. Again, this is pre-patch. Round 34, there was 1 elite at round 34 in Black Ops 6 Zombies. 1. Why did Milo have 3? But they supposedly nerfed the amount of zombies or the amount of elites at higher rounds. Maybe round 34 isn't considered a high enough round. Maybe that's the case. Well, what is considered a high enough round? Somebody said, imagine paying for this though, even free on Game Pass. Not sure I'll bother installing. Now, most of you have probably seen all of the controversy around the fact that Xbox has increased their monthly subscription by $10, and you can only play Call of Duty on the premium version. So you got to pay $30 a month. If you don't normally play on Xbox Game Pass, maybe you're a PC player or Xbox, you don't normally play on Game Pass, but you were thinking about buying or subscribing to Game Pass just to play Call of Duty, don't do it. Don't do it. You're just giving Microsoft even more money. If you don't have $70 to just buy the game, don't buy the game at all. Somebody says, is your gun legendary? I can't tell with the new HUD. The HUD is garbage. The HUD is garbage. And yes, there are themes. And supposedly somebody, I think it was MrDalekJD, talked about how they're bringing back the classic HUD from Black Ops 3 Zombies. Even though it's found somewhere in the files, there were data mined somewhere in the files, MrDalekJD specifically said he hopes that maybe it's some sort of release for like a challenge or something, because it's not directly like a changeable HUD that you can just like easily change the theme to. So maybe it might be released via like a challenge or something like that. Do you honestly think that they're going to give you something that you want for free? No, that's not happening. They're going to either put it in the battle pass, which would be crazy to put HUD themes in a battle pass, or 2, they're going to put it into some bundle, some zombies themed bundle, because why? It's hard for Activision to monetize zombies players. So what if we monetize them by putting something that we know that they want inside of a bundle? Now they got to pay for the whole bundle. What would this viewer ask? All right, let me answer your question, viewer. Are you ready for this? What would you give this Zombies in a scala for boringness? For boringness, I would give it a fucking 12. 12 out of 10. I would give it for boring. You guys know my stance. I didn't think Black Ops 6 was fun. I did a lot of content on it because I love to make content on it, because I love to expose how poorly built and designed the game is itself. I love that. And I'm going to do that at this time. And I don't know, maybe I've been a little bit more upset or lacking patience with Black Ops 7 Zombies, but I feel like with 5 years of development, I feel like I have the right to be more nitpicky with them. Yes, Milo was talking about the fact that people were dogging him out because he's saying, oh my God, I don't like Black Ops 7, but he liked Black Ops 6. But Black Ops 7 is a straight up upgrade from Black Ops 6. One, how? How is it an upgrade? You get quality of life features. That doesn't mean it's an upgrade. You can drive your car for 10 years and then add on some new wheels, add into it a new engine, and all that kind of good stuff. That's an upgrade. Going from fucking manual windows to automatic windows, just press the fucking button to power windows or whatever, that's not a fucking upgrade. That's quality of life. The vehicle does not perform better. It does not give you a different experience other than you got to use a little less muscle. That's the case. I don't understand what people just like. The game was developed over the course of 5 years, supposedly. You think they really pay, that you think, you tell me this, viewer, because I know you've got a job. If your boss came to you and said, hey, I need you to do double the work, but I'm going to pay you the same amount of money, would you want to do that? No. Well, would you get fired? No, you don't want to get fired. So guess what you're going to do? You're going to give your lowest fucking effort on both of the jobs, on everything. So what makes you think you guys, it's like you forget that these developers are employees. It's like you just forget that they're employees. They're regular ass human beings. So you mean to tell me Activision said, Treyarch, you're going to do both Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 back to back, but I need you guys to do both of them, or else we're going to fire you and replace you with AI. And you mean to tell me that you think that they actually want to work on both? Or you think that Treyarch split the studio in half and said, hey, you have work on Modern Warfare Zombies, you have work on Black Ops 6 Zombies, and you have, or third, whatever, work on Black Ops 7 Zombies. Do you really, and let's just imagine that they did that, for example. Let's imagine that they did that for the example, right? Do you really want half of Treyarch working on one game and the other half working on the other game? No. Let me tell you why. Because then there's no cohesion, okay? It might be cool because maybe this group would be thinking of something completely different than this group. But then how can they do that when they're on the same fucking engine, right? And if they're on the same engine, then they have to specifically work together. And then if they're working together, they're doing the same shit together. And that's how we get the same exact game, but with a different HUD. With a different with a different theme, with different environments, with different voice actors. That's how we get that. This looks so boring, I'm legit falling asleep. I cannot tell you how many comments throughout the chat that I saw. This is boring, I'm falling asleep, this is boring, this is boring, this is boring. I said it when I was watching COD Next. I said, this is boring. Are you guys going to even want me to even cover this game? And then I literally went back through some of my previous Black Ops 6 videos just to find how much gameplay I had in my videos. I had very, very, very little gameplay in my videos. And all of you guys who were here last year for last year's game, you know, it was a joke that I don't even play the damn game. Every other stream, they're out of ammo and there's a bad economy. So the reason why you run out of ammo so quickly is because the bullets everything feels so weak, right? So you're shooting so many bullets, and so you have to consistently buy ammo over and over. There is this push to specifically use more of the end game weapons. There's this push to use like they're pushing us and urging us to use weapons from the wonder weapons or from the mystery box and also from the walls. So loadout weapons don't feel as strong. So they really want you to use those weapons. The issue is they are using weapons from the mystery box. They are using wonder weapons, and they're always out of ammo because everything is just bullet sponges. And to be honest with you, they're probably going to tweak it a little bit. They might tweak it a little bit before launch. And by launch, maybe they're going to say, we've heard you. That bullshit. And then guess what? Nothing changes throughout the rest of the goddamn year. Why are there fucking doppelgangers in this game? It's crazy, right? Crazy. Whole new game. But we still got to say, we didn't see all of the rest of the elites and the special enemies. We didn't see all the rest. But I want you guys to right now tell me how many other enemies from, Black Ops Cold War will be in Black Ops 7. How many enemies from Modern Warfare Zombies will be in Black Ops 7? How many enemies from Black Ops 6 will be in Black Ops 7? How many of them? The entire community hated the fact that as the maps went on, they just kept adding all the specials and elites to all the other future maps and just added another one. No, we hate that crap. So why is that happening? Why do we have doppelgangers in this game? I'm sure there's going to be other ones. Oh, there's amalgams in the game. I didn't know that. There's apparently amalgams in the game and the fucking doppelgangers. There's one of them. We don't know. We want to know why? Because it's the same fucking game and everything looks the same. God, okay, it's fine. I'm just upset. We have to get out of this cycle. Black Ops 7 is second in pre-orders on, I believe, PlayStation right now. We have to get out of this cycle. We have to stop giving them money before they have earned it. Like I cannot tell you enough. There's not enough creators to tell you enough that we are not getting what we deserve. Our money you can get for $60, okay? For $60 or $50, $40 actually. I think Elden Ring Night Rain was $40. I've gotten 600 hours of gameplay in Elden Ring Night Rain in about 4 or 5 months. 4 months, actually. I'm not getting that out of Call of Duty. You're not getting that out of Call of Duty. So why are you spending the money on it right now? Do you think you're going to get that out of Call of Duty? Do you think you're going to get that out of Zombies? Zombies is the exact same right now. It's the exact same. And I'm tired of these creators saying that it's not, saying that it looks good, or saying that it looks fun. These uber casual multiplayer and Warzone people, they're saying Zombies look good because they don't know shit. They didn't play Zombies last year. They played it enough just to get the camos and bounced. Maybe play 1 map or 2 maps. There's very few of them that the beta is going to shit. And this is why I say they shouldn't put Zombies in the beta, because they're very brave for doing that. You can't actually have fun. There's nothing turned on. There's no Easter eggs, the main quest, or anything like that turned on. And they shouldn't even allow us to be able to see the wonder weapons in the beta, because the Raygun looks like shit. That's all I got for you guys today. That was my rant. I hope you guys have a beautiful goddamn day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. All right, so before we dive into the real good, juicy thick of it, today I'm going to be going over just some of the comments from some of the live streams that I've seen today, not today. All right, so before we dive into it, let me just give a quick little disclaimer. Yeah, hello. All right, so this is MrDalekJD playing with the Raygun at round, this is Mr.